You saw me fight on salads. Wait till you see me fighting on steaks.
Are you listening?
Ricky J Sports.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, this is Ricky J from Ricky J Sports, and welcome to UFC 196 prediction video. And right away, that line, that quote, was from the one and only Conor McGregor, Mystic Mac. And we see him moving up to 170, moving up 2 weight classes to fight a very durable Nate Diaz. And if you guys are unsure about who Nate Diaz is, he's fought the who's who of competition. He has been in the UFC for a long time. But I want to just tell you one quick point about Nate Diaz. He is typically a lightweight, 155 pounder, but he's been fighting and tickling with fighting at 170 for a while. And I was at UFC 129 when he fought Rory McDonald at 170, and he got thrown around like a rag doll. And he is not his best. He's not at his best when he fights at 170. So I don't know how he's going to do. In his last fight, he did beat Michael Johnson, but in his fight before that, he lost to the current lightweight champion Rafael Dos Anjos. And his way of winning is just like his brother Nick. It's kind of like the Diaz way of fighting, and that's through his amazing boxing. And when he throws punches, he never throws his punches all at 100%. He'll give a 30% shot at you. They call that the Stockton Slap. And then he'll throw like a 70% shot and then a 100% shot. But he is all about his volume. And with Nate, you have to watch out for his jiu-jitsu, but he doesn't really like to typically go for the takedown. So I don't think Conor McGregor is going to worry about the takedown in this fight. I think what Conor needs to worry about is Nate's pressure, because you could take a couple shots from Nate Diaz, but you can't take 30 or 40, and he'll come peppering his shots at you. But the key to being Nate Diaz is, in my opinion, I think, is to mix up dirty boxing, mix up your strikes on the feet, use your kicks, because with Nate, he only has his fists as his weapons. He doesn't typically kick. If he does kick, it's kind of like little low kicks to the thighs, but that's about it. But with Conor McGregor, you have to watch out for his knees, kicks, punches, elbows. He has more of an array of attacks that will really catch Nate off guard. But Nate has an iron chin, so I don't think Conor McGregor is going to live up to what he said, winning within the first round. I think Nate's going to take it beyond the first round, in my opinion. It'll be interesting to see how the weight on Conor is going to affect his cardio. He said he feels more powerful. As I said in the beginning of the video, you saw him on salads, wait till you see him on steaks, but he has to be careful that he doesn't kind of go 100% for too long. You know, he's got to really kind of treat it like a long distance run and really manage his fighting attack and really manage when he needs to go for it. But the thing is, with Conor McGregor, he does have that left hand, that piston of a left hand that no one has shown that they can take many shots with that left hand. So if he can hit Nate, he will really kind of put him back on his heels. And I just see this fight going. It's going to be so exciting. I love these guys because they're kind of like both bullies in the sport, you know. But I could see Conor McGregor just utilizing his attack, utilizing his stand-up game, and really slowing down Nate. And then it's tough because I think he's going to win either in the second or third round. But I do think Conor McGregor is going to stop Nate Diaz. I'm going to have to say the second round. He's going to stop him with that left hand and use the kicks to the body, and he will stop Nate in the second round. Let me know. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be tough. I could even see it going the distance because Nate is durable. But I'm going with Conor McGregor, second round KO, and the Lucky Charms are going to be flying high. And that's all I got to say on that one. In the co-main event, we have the current women's champion in the UFC, Holm, against Meisha Tate. And for all you guys that don't know, Meisha Tate, her old nickname used to be Takedown Tate, but then she changed it to Cupcake. And it's so funny because I think she changed it to Cupcake because she was kind of killing her strategy. You know, she was letting everybody know what she's going to do for every fight, and that's go for the takedown. Now, this is a very interesting fight because Holly Holm is coming off the biggest upset in UFC history when she beat Ronda Rousey, KOing her, rearranging her teeth. It was just a gruesome fight, but an unbelievable performance for her. And I just think it's a totally different world when you're coming off winning the title. Your first title defense is by far, I'm not a fighter, but from what people have said, the toughest fight, coming off a emotional victory and then now defending your title. Meisha Tate is very durable. Meisha Tate can take a lot of damage, and the one thing I like about Meisha is she'll go in for strikes, but she won't be afraid to go in, close the distance, and go for the takedown, go for the clinch. And in her last 4 fights, she's won all 4 of them by decision. So you know you don't have to worry about her KOing you and submitting you. She has submitted Julie Kedzie back in 2012 by submission armbar, but you don't really have to worry too much about her doing that. Even though earlier on in her career, she's won all her submission matches, or all her matches that she submitted someone by armbar. But I think that Holly Holm poses that threat of finishing the fight at any moment, at any time, with her strikes. And she's undefeated, 10-0. And the way I see this fight going, I see this fight drawing out, going later into the 3rd round, where Meisha will be doing well in the beginning, kind of pressing Holly Holm up against the cage, trying to wear her down with her cardio. But if I had to bet, if I had to predict, this is going to be tough, man. I'm going to have to go with the champ, Holly Holm. She's going to win probably 3rd or 4th round, I'm going to go with. It's tough because I could also see Meisha Tate grinding out a decision, but I'm going to have to go with Holly Holm by 4th round stoppage. I'm going to say Meisha Tate is going to push her a little bit. Should I say 4th round? No, I'm going to say Holly Holm 3rd round stoppage. Oh, no, it's so tough. I'm kind of on the fence. I don't know. Yeah, let's just go. No. Hey, this is a tough one. I'm flip-flopping here, but I'm going to have to say, oh, man, I've never done this in any Ricky J MMA prediction video. I will say Holly Holm by 3rd round KO. Yeah, let's lock that in. Let's stop flip-flopping here. But let me know what you guys think in these 2 fights. This season 2, is very, very interesting. Just because the fights that we saw so far were unpredictable as far as their outcomes. Like the Bisping fight was a tough, and Anderson fight was tough because everybody picked pretty much Anderson Silva to win. But right now we have MMA God, he is a god, in 1st, String Bean in 2nd with 150. And then you got Pat Memphis tied with her, and then Josh Reyes 140. Everybody's pretty much within striking distance, but notice that the champ Pat L at 100 is 90 points away. But all he has to do is string on a couple of good predictions, and he'll be back in the mix. But it's looking exciting. If you haven't yet, join the Ricky J MMA League, and I'll catch you guys later. This is Ricky J, big guy from Ricky J Sports, and
You are awesome.